I had just given birth when my 8-year-old daughter ran into the hospital room, her eyes wide and alert. She closed the curtains, then whispered right against my ear, "Mom, get under the bed, right now." My heart clenched, but I did as she said. The two of us lay close together beneath the bed, trying to keep our breaths as quiet as possible. Suddenly, heavy footsteps entered the room. Just as I tried to look out, she gently covered my mouth, her eyes filled with a fear I had never seen before. And then, the instant Rebecca slipped into the hospital room, her small sneakers barely making a sound on the linoleum floor, I sensed something was wrong. She was only 8, but her eyes, usually bright with mischief, were wide, sharp, and terrified. She pressed a finger to her lips, rushed forward, and with surprising strength pulled the curtain shut. The newborn slept in the bassinet, unaware of the sudden tension filling the room. "Mom," she whispered, leaning so close her breath trembled against my cheek. "Get under the bed, right now." I had given birth barely 2 hours earlier. My body still felt like it didn't belong to me. Every movement thick and slow, but her urgency cut through everything. My pulse jumped. I didn't question her. Something in her tone, steady but breaking, told me she wasn't playing, wasn't imagining things, wasn't being dramatic. We slipped beneath the hospital bed together, shoulder to shoulder. The space was tight, cold, smelling faintly of disinfectant and metal. Rebecca's small hands clenched the blanket with such force her knuckles went white. I wanted to ask what was happening, but before I could get a word out, she shook her head fiercely. Then came the footsteps, heavy, confident, purposeful. They entered the room without hesitation, the soles pressing into the tile with a rhythm too slow to belong to a nurse rushing between patients. Every step made Rebecca flinch. She grabbed my hand in both of hers and pressed it against her chest, her heart thudding hard against my palm. I angled my head to peek out, but Rebecca covered my mouth gently, her wide eyes pleading with me not to move, not to breathe too loudly. I had never seen that kind of fear on her face, raw, unfiltered, protective. The footsteps stopped right beside the bed. Silence followed, thick enough to suffocate. Then the mattress dipped ever so slightly overhead, as if the person had placed a hand there for balance. I could hear breathing now, slow, deliberate, controlled in a way that made my skin crawl. The figure leaned closer to the bed, casting a moving shadow against the floor, inching slowly toward where we were hiding. And then, Rebecca's grip tightened painfully as the shadow shifted. I could feel her trembling beside me, but she didn't dare make a sound. I forced myself to breathe quietly, my ribs aching with the effort.